If you had $1 million in 2026, which area in Seattle would you like to invest in? Hi everyone, I'm Maggie. We all know a lot of area in Seattle has experiencing a lot of changes in recent years. And a lot of communities are not exactly like what it used to be. So today we have selected 5 areas that we think really worth keeping an eye on for the coming few years. If you are planning to buy a home or you want to adjust your real estate portfolio, make sure you watch this video till the end. If you like this kind of content, make sure you give us a thumbs up and subscribe our channel. Okay, seatbelts on. Let's hit the road. So the first stop is actually just 5 minutes away from my house. It's called Totem Lake. And when I first moved here from Bothell, I only know this is part of, North Kirkland. I only know that it's a lot cheaper than center of Kirkland. So that's why we moved here. But when I bought the house, the seller's agent actually mentioned that there's going to be a new commercial development around this area. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's okay. If they really build it, it's good. But actually, after we moved in, after only 2 years, they built Totem Lake Village. And now this village has Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, and cinema, Lululemon, a lot of shops. Really nice community there. And the location of Totem Lake is really good. It's only 5 minutes away to 405. And then it has Evergreen Health, one of the biggest hospitals in our area. So for my whole family, my parents live with me, so 6 of us, we have all kinds of doctor appointments only 5 minutes away from my house. That is just awesome. So now we're in Totem Lake, and then behind me is a new building. It's actually invested by Inland and Microsoft. It's called Polaris, and it was just finished. Actually, it's right next to Fred Meyer, where I normally do shopping and groceries. And I haven't been to Fred Meyer for quite some time. And the last time I drove by, I was like, I thought it's a completely different area. So they just completed, and I think I saw their sign. They are leasing right now. I think there are 300 to 400 units in this building. And around this area, because we are so close to 405, so around 405, they are building 5 to 7 new apartment buildings, including Bryan, that is basically the same size of this building, and then Swift, that is right next to Totem Lake Village. They have 18 stories, and then targeting the high-end consumers. And of course, the reason for Totem Lake to become a new growth hub of Kirkland, even east side, is because the resources are highly concentrated. We have the location, right? Only 2-3 minutes away from 405. And then we have medical resources. Evergreen Health is one of the biggest hospitals on the east side. And then they also have all the residential constructions. We took videos of some new townhome buildings like Willows, from Tri Point, and then Taylor Morrison, Sandra Rose, and then Paul Brother has a new townhome community as well. It's called Crosstown Kirkland. We took videos for all of them. They are all only 5 minutes from this place. So I believe in the future, Totem Lake is going to attract even more high-tech professionals and middle-class families to move in here and enjoy the great lifestyle Totem Lake can offer you. So the second place we are going to go is Woodinville. People know Woodinville from, wine tasting, really fun place. It's also a small town. When I just moved here in Kirkland, I saw a lot of people, during the summer events, there's no place to park. They have to walk around basically around the cars because there's no walking space. So I saw Woodinville has experiencing big changes this recent years. But Woodinville recently got $65 million investment. They are building new hotel and then new residential places, including condo buildings and apartment buildings. They also add more commercial area on the first level of those buildings. So if you go there, you have place to park, you have place to stay, and a place to shop. I believe Woodinville will become a more famous sightseeing area in Seattle in the coming few years. So now we are actually standing in front of the Harvest, which is the biggest project, commercial project in South Woodinville. It's really close to all the wineries and the tourist sites in Woodinville. And on my right hand side is actually this hotel. It's called the Sammamish, and it's already open. They have, spa and meeting venues. So if you come and want to enjoy the wines, you have place to stay. And if you as a company, you want to come here and do some activities, they have venues as well. So behind me is the apartment building. It's called Alexan. It offers over 250 units. So on the main floor, there are commercial space. It attracts a lot of, dining and then winery and then cafes. And of course, there will be more commercial space open up in the coming few months. And then on my left-hand side, we actually went there and took a video before. It's called Vineyard Creek. It's by Terrain Homes. They actually build townhomes, like 45 townhomes, 3 to 4 bedrooms, 2,000 to 3,000 square feet, and they are selling over $2 million. They're still selling. If you're interested, you can come and take a look. And then in front of me, they are building this place. It's called The Yard, which is kind of like the center of this whole project. They are going to have really high-end dining, wineries, and then there are places for people to walk around, having ice cream, really nice commercial space. So I think approximately they are going to have 100,000 to 400,000 commercial space in this whole area. So of course, down the road, they are going to attract more young families and high-tech professionals, and there will be more day-to-day amenities offered to them. I think in the future, South Woodinville will be a completely different space. And of course, this is one of the places you want to keep an eye on for sure. So the next destination is Marymoor Village. In the past, Marymoor Village is more like kind of like an industrial area. Just the recent years, I think investors really focus on developing Marymoor Village to become the next growth hub for Redmond, because there are a lot of big companies nearby, Microsoft, Meta, and Google. They have a lot of consumers that need better communities. So they are building new commercial and then residential area. And of course, they have a lot of venues to hold all those community events. Marymoor Park is close by, and then there are a lot of trails and dog park in the park. So this is a really nice place to be. And now we're at Marymoor Village. This is a new light rail station on Link 2, and it just opened in May this year. So around this new light rail station, there are some new apartment buildings like the Spoke, the Spectra, more than 600 units in those places. And of course, because they are very modern, they are like 5 to 6 story buildings, and they have courtyard, they have rooftop garden. So a lot of new generation moving into this area. And down the road, combined with the Redmond 2050 plan, we are looking at another 800 to 1,300 new units and over 250,000 square feet. Commercial area, so cafe, restaurants, office buildings, all those will keep developing. We actually had our lunch just a few months ago in this Stone Korean restaurant that is in one of those new buildings, and there will be more and more community developments, and I believe in the future they are going to attract a lot more, over 3,000 new residents and high-tech employees. So this place has the new light rail station, Marymoor Park, and Microsoft. I believe this is going to be one of the most attractive growth hub in Redmond. So if you're interested in buying something to live by yourself or some long-term hold, this is one of the best places to invest in. So the next stop is Northgate. Well, we had a listing in Northgate just a few months ago. So the last time we were there, we were already seeing a lot of changes. With the new light rail station already opened, I think it's at the peak time, it actually has over 5,000 passengers during the rush hour. So Northgate actually had a lot of investments. So investors really like Northgate, and they already invested in some new commercial, residential, and then a new renovated new eye center in Northgate area. Currently, it has big hospitals around it, Harborview, and then the UW is close by, and then they have Costco and a lot of shopping area. So Northgate really attracts a lot of attention. So the Northgate area has a lot of big projects, like some major apartment buildings. One is called Northgate Apartment Buildings that has over 400 units in it. And the other one is Italo Apartments that has over 200 units. Down the road in the coming 10 years, I think they are looking at adding over 2,000 new residential units and 1 million commercial space in this area. They also just spent $17 million on renovating the new eye center. So hopefully they are going to bring in a lot of more shops and then community events in this area. The total investment for Northgate is over $500 million. With the new light rail station is already operating, I think it's actually attracting, high-tech people, innovative teams, and a lot of middle class moving to Northgate. Of course, they are adding more shops and residential area. So this is going to become a second sub-center of Seattle. If you really value the transportation convenience and community functions and also the long-term development, Northgate is definitely worth keeping an eye on. So the last destination is Marysville. A lot of people think Marysville as a little town up in the north. Maybe during the weekend is a nice place to take the kids to the beach park, this and that. But actually, Marysville has been planning something big. There are some plans on their city website about stadiums and then new constructions coming to Marysville. Some of my friends who are real estate professionals, they actually already started investing in Marysville because the price is still very affordable in that area. So now we're at Abbey Waterfront Park in Marysville. This is my second time in Marysville. I have been living in Seattle for 13 years. I haven't been here for quite some time, and Marysville has been changing a lot, apparently. This is actually a very good location when you think about it. There's outlets only 5 to 10 minutes away. I-5 is right there, and there's, Target and Walmart. It's actually a good place to be. And this area where we are in right now, the city actually has plans like in front of me and on the side. They have some lot actually already reserved for a $73 million investment for a huge stadium. Of course, they want to build the stadium for holding big events. If the stadium can be built, they plan to bring in a new hotel that will have more than 300 rooms and conference centers. And of course, they want to bring in about 2,500 new population and then job opportunities. Some new constructions have already been built. Like Taylor Morrison sold out their new community here. It's called Enclave at Whiskey Ridge. It was sold out a year ago. And I know Mainville has a new construction site here as well. And just like some of my agent friends, people have seen great opportunities in Marysville, but of course, all those investments and then the plans, they are all still in the process. They haven't found all the money yet, so we don't know when and whether this whole plan will be carried out exactly like the city wants it to. But of course, this is definitely one of the places that worth keeping an eye on. So today we covered 5 places in the coming few years that we think have the highest potentials. Which area is your favorite? Or do you have other areas that you think have the high potentials? Leave us a comment below, and if you like this kind of video, give us a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I'm Maggie. I'll see you next video.